It really all started out with Great Lakes Fusion. I was brought up in the landfill and construction industry. I worked in landfills and construction as a kid. I worked for a large corporate company for a few years, and then I decided to venture out on my own. And that's when I started Great Lakes Fusion. That was in 1998. So that started with just myself and one other person. And then throughout the years, we've added companies, and now we've got an employment of about 70. So I'm Brian Marks. I'm the owner here. I'm involved in the operation of all the companies. I'm just in charge of making sure that everything is running orderly. There are several companies within the Great Lakes family of companies. Great Lakes Fusion is an environmental construction company. We do demolition projects. We do landfill methane gas extraction projects in landfills across the Midwest. Great Lakes Ready Mix, which is a concrete ready mix facility within Shiawassee County and the surrounding counties. We deliver concrete and process concrete. Great Lakes Rental and Supply. We rent equipment, everything from heavy equipment down to hand tools. We sell landscape supplies. We're a Bobcat equipment dealer, Greenworks cordless equipment, Makita power equipment, Honda equipment, and several others. And then there's Great Lakes Fabricating and Machining. Yeah, we have a lot going on.
I started working for Great Lakes Fusion last summer. I left Marquette County after 20 years and really wanted to come to a place more so for the people who I was working for, not so much what I was doing. Typical day for me right now is really trying to improve the current safety program that we have. There's a lot of pieces that are currently in place, but there's a lot of moving parts between the 4 different companies. So it's really trying to bring all of those safety elements into one so that we can effectively communicate it to our employees. Great Lakes Fusion benefits and serves our clients in many forms. We've got the 4 different businesses on the landfill side. So we serve the solid waste sector, which is the core of the business. And then the other businesses between Ready Mix and Rental and the Fab Shop, all here also serve locally in Shiawassee County and outside of the county.
I mentioned that we put in methane gas recovery systems. And if you've driven by a landfill, many times you see black pipes sticking out of the ground. Those are actually gas wells that were drilled down into the landfill, and we perform that work. So we drill down into the landfill, we drill a 36-inch diameter borehole, and then we put a pipe inside that borehole, and then that pipe's connected to a vacuum system, and it actually pulls the methane off the landfill, and that methane is used to either produce power, energy, or they clean it up and get it down to the raw methane, and it's pumped right into the natural gas line and mixed with natural gas to heat your homes. Landfills create methane, and they can't let that methane get out into the atmosphere. So we developed a special designed lid. We call it the GLF cap, that will capture the methane in a structure where you have to access it. Maybe there's a pump inside, or you've got to get in and out of it. And the traditional way of getting in and out of it just wasn't working. So we came up with a lid about 25 years ago, and we now sell those lids all across the country. So that's really a product that we've designed here in-house that's really taken off in the industry. They're actually spec'd out. They have to use our lids. We're always looking for new and inventive ways to do things and to make jobs easier. I think that's one of the things that we bring to the table.
Well, the atmosphere at Great Lakes Fusion and Great Lakes family of companies, I think, is evolving. We're really focusing on safety and continue to day in and day out. It's a big part in the industry. There's a lot of moving parts. So I think, what we really want to do is we want to create a culture here where people understand not only that there's a job to do, but first and foremost, that safety is the most important. We can replace things, but we can't replace people. There's the ability here to grow, and I think that there's a staff here that's willing to work with prospective employees. That's not something that you see in a lot of places. So the ability to kind of start in one place, kind of see what you might like to get involved in between the 4 companies.
We have a lot of legacy employees. Many of these employees started right out of high school as laborers, technicians. They moved up to foremen, superintendents. Some of them are project managers. Some of them are actually running divisions now. They're our general managers. So that's one of the things that I think that we provide value to our employees is that growth potential.
We definitely have no issue training people. It's a very unique field that we work in, so we don't expect somebody to come in knowing everything to do. So one of the great things that we offer are healthcare benefits, dental vision after 90 days. You also typically get a raise after 90 days if you meet your criteria that they've picked out. They're big about training, safety training, any kind of education that you want to take. They're more than willing to pay for it and look into it. We also offer life insurance at no cost to the employee. We do profit sharing. At the end of the year, besides profit sharing, we also, for every hour that somebody's worked, they get another $1. And so it's a nice little bonus at the end of the year.
We don't always seek somebody that's got experience. Experience is great, but not necessary. We just love to see an employee come in that's energetic and willing to show up on time. That's really the biggest things that we look for. Not really difficult in my mind, just somebody that's willing to come and learn.
And then really it's just willing to be part of a family. We call it family of companies because we have a bunch of companies, but we really are family here. The person that's going to work out the best is the one that comes in and really wants to be part of that. The best way to apply for Great Lakes Fusion is through our website. You can upload your resume through there and leave your contact info, and it comes directly to me. And then I forward it on to the project managers or the general manager. And then you also feel free to give me a call after you submit it, and I can answer any questions. And then it also shows that you're really interested in having the job, which goes a long way.
Currently right now, the core of the business is landfill, methane gas systems, but I think where it's going is more in line with where the state's going, which is a recovery and a recycling element. We do some of that now, but I think that there's some opportunities in the future, such as tire recycling and glass recycling and compost, where we're starting to delve into those spaces. So I think that's where the company's heading in the future.
We continue to grow every day here at Great Lakes. We're always looking for new ideas, new technologies, such as we're heavily involved in recycling opportunities now. The state has come out with some new recycling initiatives, so we're doing a research and development project on glass recycling right now, where we're crushing down glass and converting that to either be used in concrete ready mix mixtures or blast sand replacement, but also we're looking at composting. There's currently really nowhere in Shiawassee County that has an active composting program, so we're looking to add a compost facility here as a county-wide facility. Like I say, we're always looking for what sets us apart, what makes us a better company to give services to the community.